What's up, guys? Welcome to Your Avenue. My name is Darren, and today we're going to be talking about HBO Max Green Lantern series because, as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Green Lantern, and I'm super excited for this project to come out because I feel like, the 2011 version, like the general audience has a really bad impression of who Green Lantern is, and I feel like they definitely need to redeem themselves. And there's so much potential for this project, for this IP. Like, I want it to be successful so badly because I love this lore, Green Lantern, police cop space thing. I think it's super cool, and I feel like if it's done right, it could be completely like epic. And so this HBO Max series is coming out, and so far they already casted two people to play Alan Scott and Guy Gardner. And now they have found their pilot director, which gives me lots of hope. So the director is named Lee Tolan Krager, who directed the Superman and Lois pilot. So if you guys haven't seen that show, Superman and Lois on the CW is actually super good. Very surprising, especially for me. I had very low expectations for that show, like negative 100, and it surpassed it. Blew my mind. I love everything about it. I love how the tone is so different from the previous times we've seen Tyler Hoechlin play Superman in like the crossovers. It's totally not that Superman. I mean, same guy, but the tone in the show is totally different, and it's so grounded, and it focuses on family relationships and being a father, parenting, and just growing up with all the growing pains. And I love that. And I feel like the first episode of Superman and Lois definitely knocks it out of the park. And this guy is the one that directed it. And so this guy, according to his resume, has directed a lot of successful TV shows that you guys probably have heard or your friends have watched that can't stop talking about it because they look forward to that show every year. And so let me go ahead and just read you this Hollywood Reporter article. Lee Tolan Krager, who directed the pilot for Superman and Lois, is staying in DC fold. The director is set to direct and executive produce the first two episodes of Green Lantern, HBO Max's big-budget sci-fi police show based on the space-faring DC characters. Berlanti's production and Warner Brothers Television are behind the series, which is already casting up and will be set in several time periods. In recent weeks, the show has cast Jeremy Irvine to play Alan Scott, the original Lantern who hides his gay identity in 1941 America, while Finn Wittrock will play Macho Man Lantern Guy Gardner for storylines set in the go-go 1980s. Other characters include half-alien Bree Jarta. So I love the fact that I'm just gonna start over here. So I love the fact that how this show is going to be, really set in different time periods, because we're gonna get Simon Baz, Jessica Cruz, Sinestro, Alan Scott, and Guy Gardner, and then I guess Kilowog is like the sixth one. But that's like six characters to really introduce, the audience to. I guess most people are gonna, most of the audience is gonna be Green Lantern fans or DC fans. But if they're really trying to get the general audience, that's a whole lot of people to introduce all at once in one TV show and get them all attached. It's good that they found a way to really, isolate each character and give them their own episode, I'm assuming, and really focus on each character, and we get to spend time with them, really connect with them, and then hopefully once it jumps to like current day, I'm guessing they would all be grouped together. And so that's why you got Alan Scott in 1941, and then you got Guy Gardner in the 1980s, because he's like the Macho Man, and like Macho Man, I guess it was popular back in the day with like the Hulk Hogan, and then you got Back to the Future's Biff, and I think it's perfect for him too. I mean, the way that guy looks in the comic books, I feel like there's no other era maybe the 90s, but I feel like the 80s is the perfect time period for Guy Gardner. I mean, I could just see him having his comb, just like combing his hair all the time, make sure it's perfect, and just being like a macho man, right? Always like flexing and all that stuff. Just a straight meathead, right? I think that would be perfect for him. And so I'm really curious on when they're gonna cast Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz. Maybe Simon Baz could be like, early 2000s. And see, what it's like to be a Muslim cop during that time after 9/11. I think that would be really interesting to explore, and how he deals with that. And so I think it would be cool. And then Jessica Cruz she would be like the present day Green Lantern. And so I think this show has lots of potential, and the fact that Lee Toland Krager is attached to it is definitely reassuring. So let me go ahead and share his IMDb. So this guy has worked on lots of shows. So Shadow and Bone, which is a recent Netflix popular series that a lot of people keep telling me to watch, I guess he directed some of the episodes here. And let me see. He directed episode 2 and I believe episode 1. Yeah, episode 1. So, according to the Hollywood Reporter, in the third paragraph, they call him the go-to guy for pilots. So that speaks volumes, especially in the Hollywood space. I mean, if this is the guy you want on your team to really make your show successful, you want to hire this guy. Obviously, this guy has directed Superman and Lois, but this guy also directed Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Riverdale, Modern Love, which is on Amazon. I think it was pretty good. And my favorite one, Deadly Class. Deadly Class. Oh my god, I love that show. That one is also a comic book. I forgot who wrote it. I think Ed Brubaker. I don't know. I don't think it's Ed Brubaker. Forgot the writer's name. But Deadly Class was super good. The show was knocked it out of the park. I couldn't love it anymore. But they discontinued it. They only did one season. I definitely deserved the second season. And so that was pretty sad. But this guy directed the first episode of that show, and I love it. This guy also directed the pilot episode for You, the popular Netflix show that got popular on Netflix, but it was released on Lifetime, and no one watched it. But then once it moved to Netflix, it just blew up. Everyone started watching it, and now every time that movie gets renewed and get released, everyone's like tweeting about it. Everyone's putting it on their Instagram. Everyone just can't stop talking about that show. And this guy is the one that directed the pilot episode. So this guy has a really long list of very successful projects or TV shows that he's worked on in the past. And to add Green Lantern on the list, nothing better. Just nothing better than that. So this is super gratifying for me. So now I just want to see who else they're going to cast for the other Green Lantern characters. So yeah, all great news to me, but I want to know your guys' thoughts. How do you guys feel about this director being tied to the pilot episode for the Green Lantern show? Are you guys very optimistic? Does this give you hope for the show? Are you guys excited? Let me know in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys again. Peace.